there's a debate on it, but some people think lane 7.
Lane 7.
David agrees with me. Do I get that prize clear? I say lane 7 and David agrees.
Well, you both didn't run the 200, so I'm not certain. I'm not certain if I must believe any of you. Shericka Jackson is in 7, by the way. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is in 4. There is Shericka Jackson. She wears the 459. The Puma outfit, and there's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Part of the excitement here, viewers, is that thanks, courtesy of Shericka Jackson, we do not have, will not be limited to only 3 athletes making it. It's actually 4 who will represent Jamaica at World Championships in the women's 200 meters.
This is Fraser-Pryce with 259, Miss Jackson with 459.
And talking about somebody who doesn't have to run here, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Yep.
But, you know, is she tricking us? Does she really want to run the 200 meters at the World Champs? Has she come to earn her spot? Shericka Jackson says, by the way, I ran 21:45 when I was a 10:7 runner. I know, as per her definition, I'm a 10:6 runner.
I remember interviewing Asafa Paul, and I wanted to find out what goes through your mind here when you hear get on your marks, and Asafa says, I get on my marks. All right, so Jolene Williams from the Racers Track Club runs out of lane 8. There is Jolene. No, that's Sasha 4, so sprint day. Has a nice PB in the 200 and 100, 10:96, came second in the 100 meters here. She's now going for the double. She's representing Jamaica at the 100 meters at the World Champs and hopes to represent Jamaica also in the 200. But obviously that's not Shericka Jackson. There is Shericka Jackson, the light blue. And in lane 6, this is Lanit Tabor Thomas from the University.
She represents the University of Texas, trains and races with Cabona Davis.
No,
Used to go to Valsburg.
This is Shashini Forbes from lane 5.
In her best shape of her life, she's definitely improving in the 200.
Well, do I need to introduce this lady? Listen to the crowd. I'll just stop talking here.
Shericka Jackson, because this is a 200-meter race, Neville, I'm going to say world champion in the 200 meters in 2013. That's who we are looking at.
Pocket Rocket.
She had ran 22:39 last night, making her the third fastest Jamaican this year.
The former Ebony Island athlete, Cabona Davis, University of Texas, who runs out of lane 3.
Cabona Davis says her stronger events in 200 meters, she wants to make that team.
This is Natalia White, representing Puma from lane number 2.
Natalia has also run 22:39 this year. She knows this is her best chance at representing Jamaica in an individual event.
And the second MVP athlete in this race, coming out of lane 1, is Natasha Morrison.
Number 462. She comes in 22.86 seconds. Lots of speed. She's confident running this 200 meters.
Call it, Bruce.
Shericka Jackson ran 21:55 here in this race last year. I believe she improves that. We pray that the win is legal and positive.
Morrison in 1, White in 2, Davis in 3, Fraser-Pryce in 4, Forbes in 5, Thomas in 6, Jackson in 7, and Williams in 8. Once again, here's Jordan Ford.
Of course, Jackson, the reigning world champion in this event, is the fastest living woman over 200 meters at 21:45.
The world lead journal, 21:91 by Julian Alfred of St. Lucia. Does that change now?
Set. Air of expectation around this one, and sent away cleanly this time. A very good start from Shelly. Also Shericka Jackson in lane 7. It's Fraser-Pryce and Jackson. Fraser-Pryce has actually blown out this turn, but here comes Shericka Jackson, the fastest living woman over 200 meters. The world champion, Shericka Jackson. Her personal best is 21:45. What does she produce tonight? 21.72 is the flash time for Shericka Jackson. A slight trailing wind, 21.71 for Jackson, and she defends. She is the double champion here inside the National Stadium yet again.
The fastest time in the world, viewers, was 21:91 by Julian Alfred. The fastest time in the world now, 21:71 by Shericka Jackson. She's now the fastest 100 meter, woman in the world this year and the fastest 200-meter woman in the world this year. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce delivers a fantastic finish in second, demonstrating that her fitness is returning and returning fast.
Interestingly, Thomas comes through for third, and Wright for fourth. Thomas 22.55. Saved by that yellow.
The 2023 Jamaican National Championships delivered one of the most anticipated showdowns in track and field, as Shericka Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce went head-to-head in the women's 200 meters final. Taking place at the National Stadium in Kingston, this race wasn't just about securing a national title. It was about solidifying global dominance in the half-lap sprint. Shericka Jackson, already the reigning world champion and the second fastest woman in history over 200 meters with a personal best of 21.45 seconds, lined up in lane 7, a lane many consider ideal for the 200m curve. Fraser-Pryce, the veteran sprinter and 5-time world champion in the 100 meters, was positioned in lane 4. Despite this being only her second race of the season, her presence added prestige and pressure to the event. From the start, Fraser-Pryce exploded out of the blocks with her trademark power, taking the early lead into the curve. But Jackson, calm and composed, maintained form and executed a flawless transition into the straight. By the 150m mark, she surged ahead, showcasing the speed and strength that had already made her the world leader in the 100m earlier that season. Jackson crossed the finish line in a stunning 21.71 seconds, not only defending her national title, but also setting a new world-leading time, surpassing the previous mark of 21.91 held by Julian Alfred. Fraser-Pryce followed in second with a time of 22.26, proving that she's returning to form with the World Championships approaching. Lanetava Thomas came through strongly to take third in 22.55, securing her place among Jamaica's top sprinters. This final was particularly exciting because, thanks to Jackson's pre-qualification as reigning world champion, Jamaica could send 4 athletes to the World Championships in this event instead of the usual 3. That opened up additional opportunities for rising talents like Thomas and White to join the elite company of Jackson and Fraser-Pryce. Beyond the results, the race symbolized more than just speed. It was a celebration of sportsmanship. Despite being fierce competitors, Jackson and Fraser-Pryce exchanged warm congratulations at the finish line, reminding fans why they're not only champions on the track, but also admired figures in the sport. Shericka Jackson left the meet as the fastest woman in the world for both the 100m and 200m that year, underlining her exceptional form heading into the international season. The 2023 Jamaican Nationals proved once again that the island nation remains at the heart of global sprinting, with its athletes not only breaking records, but lifting each other up in the process.